Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with M46 Patton Tier 9 American medium tank. And you know what? This tank used to be absolutely glorious. This tank used to be pretty much one of the meta tanks back in the day. And now the Patton is kind of fading away, at least in my eyes. Lately, there was a gentleman who came into the stream and who said, Skill, I do not understand. The Patton doesn't feel very, very good nowadays. And fair enough, the guy has a fair argument, right? Even in the index page, Patton is rated 3 stars for a very, very long time. The gun handling is rated 3 stars, which isn't anything extraordinary. It's not particularly fast. It's not easy to play for beginner. You need to spam the gold, as you can see, because ammunition is rated 1 star. Pretty much this tank has a lot of flaws, honestly. And only one grace that this tank has, and why it isn't sitting in the bad category, at least in my opinion, is the DPM. DPM of this tank is actually a solid one. I definitely would never ever complain that the DPM or the just because of the combination of the things what this tank has, it's unplayable. It's not unplayable, but it's not the most pleasant vehicle to play with, that's for sure, right? Anyways, we are going to try to focus to the maximum and we will try to do our best in this type of situation, right? We will try to use our knowledge, the gunny handling, the proper aim and proper decisions to have a successful session. But I must admit, I'm not too optimistical about this tank, to say that the least, right? Don't get me wrong, there was a time when Patton was amazing and I loved Patton, I truly did. I thought, oh my bananas, if I could choose the tank in the tier 9, I would choose Patton without any questions asked, right? Nowadays, it's definitely not the same feeling, at least for me. But in the same time, maybe I am the spoiled brat over there. Also could be possibility. Feel free to let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you say the Patton is mech tank or average tank, or would you say skill? What is wrong with you? 390 alpha damage, 218 millimeters of penetration. Actually, never mind, no one cares about the standard ammunition. Gold ammunition, 265 millimeters of penetration is good enough. Considering that Centurion has better stats of the standard ammunition, right? This is also quite an interesting thing. Or Leopard, right? So yeah. Anyways, this is how we are starting everything. Let's see. Can our ELC spot their sniper schnitzels? He can? Okay, fine. I have a feeling that this side is done. Quick reminder for every and each of you fellas, we are going to have the brand new drops on Friday, Monday and Friday once again. So since today we have a Friday, feel free to tune in to farm your tokens. 10 tokens available. And I truly mean it. I mean, this side is done, GG finito. There is nothing for us to do at the moment over there. So, that being said, I kind of would love to slap the living crap out of the mediums who are playing over there. Yes, I am aware of that the enemy team has the autoloader mother trucker over there. I get it. This can be pretty dangerous, but in the same time, I feel like I am feeling brave enough to go for it, right? I feel like I could do a lot of bad things for the enemy forces, and all we need to do, we need to have a decent side angle, and we are going to say hello for them like there is no tomorrow, right? Now, typical Patton gun handling, it can treat you like a pile of kaku. There is nothing what you can change about this. But the most important thing, at least in my opinion, where the Patton goes is not to give up and just to keep shooting, you know? Don't get super pissed off or something. Just keep it up, you know? It happens, sometimes you are missing the shot, what can you do? Better luck next time, right? This is how I feel like. Plus, on top of that, if I really can recommend something, I would recommend to shoot the full APCRs with this vehicle, honestly. Because the standard ammunition is one of those situations when it's not worth it. It is just simply not worth it, fellas. If you can afford to shoot the full gold, go for it. This is how I look into all of this. Meanwhile, we are going to say hello for a light tank. Our mission is to beat the living crap out of this gentleman until he escaped, right? This is what we want to see. Beautiful, he's down to 30 hit points or so. Meanwhile, we have the star 1 sitting here around the corner. To be fair with you, it doesn't really matter, because our ELC, if he is going to commit for it, he will be able to slap the living crap out of this mother trucker. And now all we need to do, we need to get involved like this. It is okay, fellas. In the first game, we definitely cannot complain about this vehicle, and we cannot say, oh, it's unplayable, it's the worst tank in the world of tanks with the tears in our eyes. We can't say that, and it isn't the worst tank. Still has some selling points. Huh. Okay. How to deal with the standard beam? How to deal with the standard B? This is the question. I have no doubts whatsoever that he is sniping from somewhere here in the back. But once again, you cannot act surprised, just how it goes. He escaped while his team was taking one for the team, so that sounds like his team fault, right? And he has done the proper decisions. Meanwhile, Centurion isn't paying too much attention, so we are simply saying hello for Mr. Centurion. That is okay. We are eliminating this guy from the game. Excellent. And now all we need to do, we need to say hello for a Mr. Phase 1. That's all we need to do for a full happiness. I'm not going to stop. I am going to go brrr over there. I just do not really care, and I do not really mind, fellas. This is the truth. I hope he would low roll us, but unfortunately both of the shots were high rolls. But honestly, it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever, because we went for a damage farming spree, right? And hip hip hooray, we made this tank work. Nice, let's see the score. Okay, fellas, not bad. Not bad. The first game, solid 5,000, come on. We cannot complain about this. Actually, we had a blind shot as well, so 5.2 thousand damage, 4 kills. Second class sniper, schnitzel, medal, high caliber. That was a solid performance. I'm happy about this. Let's keep it up. Okay, so what do we have over there? We have Overlord standard battle tier 10 matchmaking. I can tell you one thing, that instantly I'm going full gold. I'm not even considering any other alternative options, and we will try to be smart over there. We will try to punish the enemies whenever they are trying to play in this area, or overall we will try to slap the heavy tanks. Yes, I'm aware of that this tank doesn't have a good armor, but at least we can slap the enemies because of the ability of the gun, right? At least this is what we can do, right? And this is what we are looking for. Meanwhile, we have a Mr. Tortoise going through the middle of the field. That is absolutely amazing. Now the question is, can we penetrate him? Tortoise is very, very tricky mother trucker to penetrate. He truly is, and it can be really annoying. And as you can see, him going through the open field is playing better than us aiming 3 times to his cupola with a gold. Not much what we can change about that, apart accepting this and saying, well, you know, game is unfair. What can you do? Better luck next time. If you want a fair game, play chess, right? That's all we can say in this situation. That being said, I am going to relocate a bit, and I think I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the safe defense parameter where the artas are. Now, the main reason of all of this, as you can see, we have plenty of the mother truckers sitting in this area. That being said, I would love to support our team, but we need to be very, very smart with all of this. We cannot simply go full trollolo mode without thinking ourselves. It won't end up well, it won't be good. That being said, let's try to take a bit of the safer approach in this situation, right? That's what we need to do, and this is what we are looking for. The position where we are playing is excellent for us, honestly speaking. The position where we are playing is excellent. All we need to do, we need to wait until enemies will go brrr. And eventually they will go brrr, fellas. As an example, mistake has been made, this is fine. Even though I'm spotted, I do not really care about this because I have a safe escape from here, so honestly speaking, it changes absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, phase 1 is taking one for the team because he is trying to be greedy, or he is greedy, and look at this beauty. Now the guy is going straight to the garage. Well, that sounds like his mistake, you know, and that's good. This is exactly what we are looking for. Sometimes safe defense parameter is the correct choice and correct play, right? And in this situation, it definitely feels like we are doing the great job. Meanwhile, pay attention how many of the enemy forces are sitting over there towards the middle. They are just beating the living crap out of our team who is playing over there. And once again, there is not much what we could do about this apart saying hashtag never lucky, right? That's pretty much all we can do in this situation. But to be fair with you, I'm not planning to escape from this position. I think I am going to get slapped over there, and I am just simply going to take one for the team. And I'm a big boy, I am going to be okay. That's all I want to do in this game. I am going to be completely fine. Speaking about the fine, there is a Cobra who is making pressure. But in this situation, unfortunately, we cannot do absolutely anything about this, which is a sad thing, but oh well. There is a Mr. Leopard who is playing in the mid here as well, and we are waiting until he is going to overpeak. Once again, this is exactly what we want to see, and this is exactly what we are looking for. Now, the other Leopard, he may try to make pressure for us like this. He definitely may try to do that. There is nothing what we can change though. It's okay. Now the situation looks definitely significantly worse than it was before. The main reason why does it look like, oh my bananas. Woo! Whoever outspotted me, kudos to him. There is nothing what I can do about this, and I cannot change it. I just lost all my hit points pretty much, and Arta in the end. Well, sometimes the game is looking this way, and sometimes all you can do, you can be humble and you can take one for the team. And this is exactly how the things are looking like in this situation. I truly do not think that we can change anything about this. Some games are just like that, and good luck dealing with this, if you know what I mean. Leopard is coming from behind, but once again, nothing what we can change there. It happened to be that enemies had better team, and we just simply had an unlucky situation, right? We lost pretty much everything apart the beach, but hey, beach is important as well, right? So, accept it. Let's finish everything with a raised chin. Even though we have 1,600 damage and 400 assisting damage, sometimes it happens. What can you do? That's Overlord for you. We are accepting our responsibility, fellas, and we are finishing with 1,600 damage, 700 assisting damage. And even though with this result, fellas, we are top 3 by the experience and like 6th by the damage. That was brutal game, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes you cannot control it, and sometimes you will have the games like this, and you can simply only be humble and to say, yes, sir, I sincerely apologize, better luck next time. That's okay. That's World of Tanks for you. Meanwhile, last but not least, we have a mountain pass. Definitely not my favorite map, to say the least. But it is how it is, and we need to do what we need to do. So, what is going to be our plan over there? By the way, is it only me, but Mountain Pass feels like the wars before, before the changes. Before the changes, it was kind of simple map, you know, save defense parameter on, and that's it, you are chilling to a certain extent. Now, it feels like it is hold down paradise everywhere, and if you do not have actual armor, you are useless in this map. But maybe that's only me whining and talking nonsense. Anyways, what do we want to do? We want to make this game work. I would love to get like 4,000 damage or something like this. This is what I would love to see, but obviously a lot of things are depending on the luck which we have, right? It depends what enemies we are going to meet and how enemies are going to play the game to begin with. So everything is depending on that. Meanwhile, I would love to see enemy Gusor making a silly goose mistake, but I do not really think it is going to be the case. Speaking about mistakes, there is T49 who just simply messed up. We are waiting until this guy would move back, although to be completely honest with you, the chance of that happening is relatively low. It's okay, fellas, we have all the time in the world. We do not need to panic, we do not need to shit our pants. All we need to do, we need to be prepared for whoever would try to make pressure here. And to be completely honest with you, looks like enemies has significantly more forces than our team does. And our budget is smelling that and he is saying, hell no, I'm not going to play in this position. And this is a very, very fair play, fellas. This is a fair play by the budget. I do not really want to get involved to the level that I have no escape. What do I mean by saying this? Well, let's think about this in this way. If I am going over there and all of them are making pressure like this, we are going to be in the deep kaku hole. So I do not really feel like I want to do something in this way. So instead of making a hardcore pressure here, we are waiting until enemy team will mess up, and eventually they will. It is a matter of the time. All I want to see enemy forces trying to get involved into this position, right? That's all I want to see for a full happiness. And eventually the Roo will peek over there. Eventually enemies will try to make pressure like this, and this is exactly what we are looking for. I repeat, I do not want to go where the MX is playing, because this is very, very, very risky stuff, fellas. This is like playing with fire while having a bloody gasoline in your underwear. This is just not a good point, and this is not a good play, at least. That's what I believe. So if I do not feel like it is a worth thing to do, it is worth to make a hardcore pressure, we are going to play a bit passive, right? This is exactly what we want to see. And any mistakes from the enemy side trying to be aggressive in this area will lead them to take one for the team. Honestly speaking, if I will go and support this gentleman just like so, or like our Gusor was thinking about doing, I don't think that would change the situation. 100% honest, fellas. 100% honestly, I do not really think that would change anything in this situation. That being said, I kind of want to have the crossfire available for the enemies that may mess up, and they will mess up. It is a matter of the time, right? All we need for a full happiness is to see enemies making a silly goose mistake. Okay, I have no doubts that enemy team will try to make pressure like this. That being said, we still have a TVP who is sitting around the corner, right? We still have Gusor who is playing well here as well, and it's not so simple to do anything for this Gusor. You know, you cannot simply eliminate him, or alternatively you can try to blind fire, but it's not going to be so simple, at least if Gusor is smart. So, what we are preparing for? We are preparing for enemies to be aggressive and to make a bit of pressure like this. That's all we need for a full happiness. Here you go. That's what we are talking about. IMBT is making a bit of pressure here. That's good. Let him make pressure, fellas. We know that the Cobra, Leo, and T and Hash, probably they will go for a base defense. I could try to attack the base as well, but I'm not entirely sure is it the correct decision, you know? This is a very, 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 very difficult situation to play with a Patton. Open maps with a Patton. Those maps are absolutely glorious and they're absolutely amazing. Maps like this whatsoever, yeah, this is where the struggle begins, fellas. This is where the struggle begins, unfortunately. I'm just trying to find a decent angle to eliminate this IMBT. Okay, IMBT is eliminated. That being said, we can try to get tiny touch involved here. There is a tiny chance that A8060 or E50M, they went for a base defense, right? There is a tiny chance for that. And if it is the case, then it is pretty much a game over for this side. Let's see, we are going in, fellas. We are going in. E50M. He made a bad decision by not going for a base defense. And now rest is history for him because he should be taking one for the team. Good. Overall, I do not feel bad how I play this game, okay? I do not feel bad whatsoever. What is the problem though? The problem is that the score isn't the finest and the score isn't the best. And I do not really think we could change something about that. Although it's still not over, the enemy Leo is alive, the enemy Cobra is blasting the living crap out of the cover 4, and it's still kind of okay. And look, they still have quite a bit of the hit points left, right? Very, very, very unfortunate situation in the previous map, and very unfortunate situation here as well, truthfully. But we are not going to give up, fellas. We are not going to give up. We will try to do everything what we physically and possibly can. Obviously, we are straight up going for a blind shot because we can. We have the Leo 1 sitting here, so we are trying to punish him. And now in this situation, all I want to do, I want to sit around this area and I want to wait until enemies would go back. Because there is a big chance that enemy team will try to move back. They do not, okay. Cobra fired twice. I'm going for the Cobra. I do not really think I have anything else to do at the moment. Cobra will try to go for this Gusor, and in the best case scenario we can get probably one shot, right? Cobra is on the reload for 40 seconds. If he is smart, obviously he will try to run for his life to the best of his ability, but we'll see can we chase him down or not really. He's on the reload for approximately 40 seconds or so. We still have like 20 seconds left or something. All we need to do, we need to go for him. If I would be able to shoot him twice, that would be very much appreciated and that would be absolutely amazing. Probably 10 seconds left for us. And he is still running away. Oh my bananas. What a weird play by this guy. Okay, logically thinking. Is he going to push this side or is he going through the middle? There is still a tiny chance that Cobra is going through the middle over there, right? And I kind of shit my pants because I know that the guy is on the guy reload is over, right? So this is the thing. I mean, if he is going to see that TVP going for him, which once again there is a possibility, he can beat the living crap out of this TVP. Maybe I needed to turn around and support the Tiger over there, but hey, it is okay. If I understand this correctly, then Cobra will arrive like this, and the Tiger needs to be super careful about that. Cobra is right here, he is safe from our TVP, but Cobra won't shit his pants, he will try to beat the living crap out of TVP. He missed one shot, but he slapped him to death, and now it is a game over for Cobra. I feel like I am struggling to have a decent score with this tank, honestly speaking. I feel, for me, it is a straight-up struggle to play decently with a Patton. There used to be a time whenever I loved this tank with all my heart and I thought, oh my bananas, this is absolutely glorious. But in nowadays game, there is so many more powerful tanks than Patton, it just doesn't feel good, honestly speaking. And it's not like I am giving up, oh, bad map, you know, I'm trying to play well, but it's not meant to be, right? That sucks. 2.5 thousand damage, 600 assisting damage. We are first by experience, we are fourth by the damage. I think our decisions were okay apart the Cobra situation, but what can you do? And minus 12,000 credits. Overall, where the performance goes, it was pretty brutal. Only 3.1 thousand damage and 400 assisting damage. Definitely not ideal session, but hey, that's what we have, and you know, I don't want to show you best games. I want to show everything what this game has to offer, and sometimes the game simply doesn't have anything to offer. Anyways, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.